Shain Knewell is a distant ancestor of mine. Back in his time, he was a loyal and powerful knight. However, that loyalty was only to one person, the woman who would end up being his wife, Katelin Caldwell. Having seen his skill in battle, a thought that sends chills down my spine is one that I wonder about often. What would have happened in his time if Shain Knewell had lost everything?
We need all the information you have on this man. Are you certain? He's a fugitive to the crown. If you have any information, you are ordered to turn it over in the name of the Omniscious. Very well. You know the consequences should we find you to be lying. Pray we don't return.
Why would you take her from me?
Katelin, I failed you.
kill them all.
Thank goodness, you're okay.
Where's Katelin? I won't let anyone ever hurt you again. No matter how dire the circumstances, how far the distance between us, or what forces may stand in my way, I will always come back. I love you, Katelin.
I love you too. Shain Knewell.
I'm sorry. What's the plan now?
And you can't take them all on. They'll kill you.
I don't care. They took everything from me.
I can't change your mind, can I? Did you find anything out before while you were in Volcano?
Not much. We were ambushed the second we found that Jacob Cobb person that the seer told us about.
What gave you?
Just their name. They call themselves the Omniscious.
As in,
Yes. It seems as though that fairy tale isn't as fanciful as we first thought.
Brother, I'm glad you came back because I think I found some information. The name Omniscious has been passed down for generations. Though many have disregarded it as an old wives' tale, there's some evidence that they may have existed at one point. Their presence in these stories has convinced children that their mothers always knew what they were doing, so as to discourage bad behavior. However, in reality, they're said to have been a group of highly trained assassins. Their expertise came from their ability to see seconds into the future, inhibiting their opponents from being able to fight back. I saved it because they said they were assassins. I thought there might be a connection. But if they're calling themselves the Omniscious, something much deeper is happening here.
Well, whatever they say they can do, they still can't defeat me. I am going to defeat them if it's the last thing I do.
Wait, Shane, before you go, there's a man who lives on the highest point of Septentrium. It's been said that he has magic beyond anything else ever seen on Mentera. If you truly plan on taking on the Omniscious by yourself, you should head for Septentrium. You may find something you're looking for.
At first, I thought these owls were a curse, but I realized that it is a gift. A pathetic knight like you stands no chance with someone as powerful as me. Did you really think you could take on the entirety of the Omniscience?
I don't need to be stronger than you to defeat you. No one can break my will. No one. No one.
Shane, if you're reading this, then I either died or you're looking through my things. If the latter is the case, then put it back. If I'm dead, then the worst will have happened in Coltan tomorrow. I know you keep telling me not to worry and that everything will be alright, but I'm scared. Not just for me, but for you as well. I know how hard it is to lose someone you love. We've both lost so much over this journey. Shane, should I die tomorrow, I hope that you heed these words. I love you. I have ever since we started our journey. The time we spent together has been the best thing in my life, even if it has been challenging, and I couldn't have asked for a better one. Promise me that you'll keep your head clear, stay vigilant, and know I will be watching over and protecting you from the clouds. Forever yours, Katelin.
I won't give up.
This world's night is slipping from our grasp. He believes that he has a will to continue that doesn't exist. He is ignorant of the path of his grief is taking him down. I believe hope is fleeting. His will and determination are like that of a wax candle. While it burns, it brights and illuminates everything around it. However, as the wax melts away, the candle dissolves and becomes unusable. You can try to add wax back to the candle to rejuvenate it, But in the end, there is no saving the candle when such a crucial part of it is missing. Shain is like that candle, old friend, and his wife is the wax. Without her, I'm afraid that he finally lost too many people. Well, perfect timing, Mr. Newell. Follow me. Tea is warm. I'm glad you're here. Here you go. We rarely get any visitors up here. It's nice to see that the mental race is still doing well. Tell me, which kingdom are you from?
I'm originally from Skyte, but I'm most recently from Litop.
Ah, so Liptop has finally found some stable footing in the south. I tell you, when they were first getting going, they had some issues with the ocean's temperament.
You knew my name, therefore you already knew more about me than you should. Why do you need to ask where I'm from?
I'm just trying to be courteous. I know why you're here, and I know the next few hours will not be the nicest, so I'm just trying to dampen the blow a little bit. My name is Evan Owen. My wife, Mary Owen, is currently busy at the moment. We are the first of our race, the Netherlands.
The first?
Why, yes, we are. But that's another topic for a later date. You're here to get revenge on Jacob Cobb. Is that correct?
Jacob Cobb died in Coltan. I'm here to stop the Omniscience.
And that you are. But Jacob is the Omniscient, the leader of the Omniscience. That little incident in Coltan was to drive you off of their scent and killing a decoy and killing your wife. As I'm sure you already deduced, they aren't quite as omniscient as they like you to believe. As for stopping them, we will have to wait another 1,000 years before that can happen. Only one person has the power to do that. I cannot give that power to you.
What do you mean? They killed my wife, and you expect me to sit idly by and not do anything?
I didn't say you couldn't get revenge, but it may not be the manner which you envisioned. I said you couldn't stop them. However, I can give you the power to ensure their defeat. It will take a sacrifice and a will stronger than the planet you walk on, but I can administer one power onto you.
What's the sacrifice?
Mr. Newell, please remove your scab and kneel on the platform.
Montera, like all planets in the universe, has a spirit and power of its own.
Septentrion Mons is the epicenter of this power.
Or Montera.
For the planet to impart this power onto you, a worthy sacrifice must be made to show that you are worthy of the power you seek.
The price of the power you seek is great, and you must be absolutely sure that you're willing to pay before we begin. For once we start, there is no stopping. Are you ready to begin?
up, Shain. We have a trip to go on.
A trip? What kind of trip?
You will see in time. However, I want to ask you a question first. Do you think you're special?
What's the meaning of this? Why are we here?
Do you recognize this place? You should. This is where your brother died. He was so young, too. Only 18 years old. But his potential was squandered before he could ever prove himself. Your incompetence and arrogance killed your squad that day. And isn't it convenient that the only survivors were you and Princess Katelin? Fate, I suppose.
Why are you showing me this? What purpose does this serve? I know that his death was my fault. I've suffered for it every damn day!
Good. You deserve to. Your actions killed your brother that day, and you need not forget it.
Why would you bring me here?
For the same reason I brought you to the other place. To see them. Look at you. The very silent night reduced to nothing. They are just more victims of your ignorance. How many people need to die before you understand your limit? How many, Shain?
I know my limit.
You know nothing! You stood by while countless lives were wiped from this planet. Lives that you could have saved had you known your limits. Every time someone around you dies, you refuse to figure out how to stop it in the future. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting everything to change. I know you, Shain. You are weak. You are scared. You know that deep down, if you hadn't kissed Katelin that night, maybe she'd still be alive, living in Skype. But you're selfish. You didn't think about what would be best for Katelin. You only thought about what would be best for yourself.
I never wanted any of this to happen. I wish that I could have given Katelin the life she deserved. I wish that I could go back and trade places with her. I am not weak, and I don't fear you.
Oh, but you will.
You don't know me.
I do know you, Shain. I know you better than anyone else. Even Katelin. I know you because
I am you. How? How could you let her die? You are going to die, Shain. You have nothing left to fight for. But my Katelin is still alive. And I will never stop fighting for her.
I believe we are doomed, old friend. Our knight has lost his heart. He has nothing left to fight for. He's already lost. I do not believe the Omniscience can be stopped. Without Shain's sacrifice to stop them in a few months, the warriors will never be born. We just have to pray that my insight was wrong for the first time in 2,000 years. Come on, Shain. Fight it!
Shain, you need to beat this trial for both of our sakes.
Getting tired?
I thought that was just a warm-up.
Your arrogance speaks volumes. No wonder she died. What was it you said earlier? No one can break your will? Well, I can already see it starting to crack. It's only a matter of time. In your timeline, Katelin isn't the only one that died that day in Coltan. Shain Knewell died with her. The man who stands before me is nothing of the knight he once was. You're nothing more than a husk. A fallen knight.
I'm sorry, Shain. I truly am.
Perhaps I don't want to know what would happen.